Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the different types of engineering entrance examination which you will come across when you will be in 12th standard. Well, the preparation of all these exams starts right from the beginning of 11th standard, and the reason that these exams takes care of the syllabus of 11th and 12th both. Now if you want to know about which types of exams are going to be there, so there are 4 exams: MHT CET, BITSAT, JEE Main and JEE Advanced. MHT CET is the exam which is conducted by Maharashtra state. Similarly, different states conduct their own state level exam, and through this exam you are eligible for admission for the engineering in your respective state colleges. What is the exam pattern of MHT CET? Well, the exam pattern of MHT CET is having 50 questions of maths in a paper, 50 questions of physics, 50 questions of chemistry. This 50 questions of maths you should supposed to solve in 90 minutes, means 1.8 minute per question you have. But for chemistry as well as physics, you are having 100 questions you should supposed to solve in 90 minutes. It means per question you have 0.9, that is 54 seconds. The good part of this exam is you don't have any negative marking, and the exam is completely conducted based on the Maharashtra State Board book syllabus. You just have to refer the Maharashtra State Board Physics, Chemistry, Mathematics book and you are thorough with that. But not only this is sufficient, that you also have to prepare 11th and 12th. Well, that is, we are aware of that we have to prepare the 11 and 12, but again the weightage is not 50-50%. If you see, the 20% part will be from 11 and remaining 80% part will be from 12. So in maths you will be having 10 questions from 11 syllabus. I'm not saying 20% syllabus of 11, I'm saying 20% of the paper will be from 11. So 10 questions will be from 11 and the 40 questions will be from 12th standard syllabus. Whenever you are going to get score in this MHT CET, you will be only eligible to get the admission in a state level engineering college. So this is all about MHT CET. Coming to the next exam, that is BITSAT, and it is taken care by the Birla Institute of Technology and Science. Well, the exam pattern for this exam is 40 questions physics, 40 question chemistry, 45 question maths, 15 question English and 10 questions are of logical reasoning. So this 25 question makes it different than the other exam. Okay, what is the paper which is based on? It is completely based on NCERT syllabus. What is the marking scheme? It is +3 -1. So through this, by this exam, I will be eligible for which colleges? So I will be eligible for BITS Pilani, BITS Goa and BITS Hyderabad. Coming to the next exam, that is JEE Main. Well, JEE Main takes care of again the syllabus of NCERT only. The exam pattern is different, and through JEE Main you will be eligible to get the admission in all the NITs. Syllabus is NCERT, but the exam pattern is slightly different. Earlier there used to be 30 objective questions per subject and 30, and you should supposed to solve that paper in 3 hours. So total in all, in 60 minutes you should solve 30 questions of each subject, so you were having 2 minutes per question. But recently they have changed the pattern, and the 20 questions are objective and 5 questions are of numerical base. So this marking scheme is same, you are having the +4 -1 kind of marking scheme, but the 20 questions which are objective and 5 questions are numerical base, so you have to solve 25 questions in 1 hour. If you take the time per question, then it turns out to be 2.4 minutes per question. And recently they have again changed that pattern. There are 20 objective questions and 10 will be numerical based, but out of those 10 you have to solve any 5 questions. So this exam pattern will keep varying. What we have to focus on is that the paper will be completely based on NCERT. It will be having +4 -1 scheme, and you will be eligible for all the NITs through this exam. If you score good in JEE Main, then you will be eligible for JEE Advanced. Well, the pattern for JEE Advanced you all know is not fixed. It's keep varying. The number of questions might vary, the pattern may vary. General pattern is you will see some objective type of questions, you will see some multiple choice type of questions, more than one correct option. Then you will see some passage based question, you may come across some match the matrix kind of questions. So numerical based obviously. So they don't keep any pattern fix as such, because if you see the 2020 paper, they have not given any passage based, any match the matrix, and that was only objective and the numerical based question. So what is the exam pattern? You have having two paper, one is paper 1 and another is paper 2. In paper 1 there will be 18 questions of physics. Again, this number may vary, roughly I'm telling you 18 questions of physics, 18 questions of chemistry, 18 questions of maths of paper 1. You should supposed to solve them in 3 hours. Then after a gap you will be having a paper 2 and again the same pattern will be there. So paper 1, paper 2 make that one complete exam by name JEE Advance. How many questions are there? 18. You should supposed to solve in 1 hour. So roughly you are getting, means if you exactly calculate, you are going to get 3.3 minutes per question. So time is huge. So if you now see, and obviously which colleges you are going to get through this JEE Advance? All IITs. These are supposed to be the dream college of every engineer. If he doesn't get it, he manages with NIT, BITS. If even he or she doesn't get that, he or she manages with the state level, and you have to satisfy with it. But obviously the dream college is always going to be IIT. Everyone, whenever he wants to do engineering, maximum students think of IIT only. Now, if you see the time for the MHT CET, how much time you were having? 1.8 minute for maths question and 0.9 minute for physics chemistry question. If you see the BITS paper, you are having 1.2 minutes per question. If you see the JEE Main paper, you are having 2.4 minutes per question. And if you see the advanced paper, you are having 3.3 minutes per question. So naturally the difficulty level will vary depending on a time. But your JEE Main, BITSAT and JEE Advance, it will be based on NCERT, and your MHT CET will be based on your Maharashtra board, state board books. Another good part or bad part that you have to decide, but that whenever you are going to give MHT CET, then only you will be eligible for state level colleges. Sir, I am quite good ranker in JEE Advance, and am I eligible now because I am very intellectually good person? Am I eligible for COEP VJTI? Answer is no. How much intellectual you are doesn't matter. You have to give that exam and perform good in every exam. Same story with BITSAT. You are AR1. Are you eligible for BITSAT admission, BITS Pilani? No. So you have to give BITS to get into BITS colleges. You have to give MHT CET to go into state level colleges. For any NITs, even for any NITs, JEE Main score is considered, not JEE Advance. So you are good in JEE Advance, but your score in JEE Main was less. You will not be eligible for, or you will not be getting a good branch of NIT, howsoever rank you are having in JEE Advance. And similarly, the JEE Advance, IIT will consider only the score of JEE Advance. So here, in short, I have talked about all the exam patterns, then on which part they are depend on, and which colleges you are going to get through these exams in a very quick way. Now, the question comes in your mind that how to prepare for this exam. And for that, you'll have to go for the next video. So very quickly, you can just go to the link given in the description and check out how one should prepare for these different exams. Thank you very much.